right, gentlemen. Well, before we get to ceremony, I want to welcome my mans to the Blue Villain Keynote.
Hey, what's up?
We've been on a couple episodes. We decided to go ahead and official.
Hey, man.
Shit's beautiful.
I appreciate
it's great. But now let's not stand on ceremony. Let's get to the issue shit.
Okay.
I gotta ask you a question, an opinion of something. Y'all know who Stylebender is.
Yes, sir.
Israel Adesanya.
UFC fighter for people who may not know.
Yeah, one of the best.
One of the best.
Really good.
Really good.
Apparently, he just recently broke up with his girlfriend of a year. I forget her name. But it's not to say that she's not important or name's not important, but it's more about what she wants to do in the wake of the break in this relationship. She thinks she is entitled. Again, she's a girlfriend, not a wife. They're not married. She thinks she's entitled to Israel Adesanya's money after a year of being together in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship.
Now you saying boyfriend, girlfriend, not engaged,
Not engaged, not wife, not common law married.
Not even common law.
I mean, I'm assuming they're not common law.
Okay.
You know. But even still, like it takes more than a year, I think, before you can and
you have to have bills in each other's names and things.
He don't live here in the U.S., does he?
I forget.
I think he's originally from New Zealand, right?
Yeah,
I believe.
he's from New Zealand. Yeah.
He may reside here now, but I mean, I've heard him on lots of pods.
Yeah.
Dude is like global. He is here, there, and everywhere, like at all times.
Right.
So,
Well, he's a champion.
Yeah, I don't know if he's looking at him, but I mean, he probably is at least half the year. He probably is in the United States.
Right. First of all, you just a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we only was together for a year.
Right.
And we decided to break it off. You gets nothing. You lucky if I even pay for an Uber to take you where you need to go away from my house.
When we're done.
And you know, with what he does, it's not like he's no offense to people playing ball or professional basketball players, anything. But he get in the ring and fight for his life. And you want some of that money that you fighting for your life, because people die in the ring. You can get killed. He up in here going hard. And you want some of his blood money?
Like, I didn't even know he had a girlfriend until I seen this thing that's saying she won. I was like, so what about you in his life would require that you get any percentage? Like, what is it you think you're entitled to just by being somebody's girlfriend? Like, or like maybe you contributed to his, like, but I'm not aware of it. Again, I didn't know he had a girlfriend, so your contribution can't be that overwhelming that you now feel like you're entitled. Like, that is.
I mean, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, bitch. We not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like we said on a back episode. If the coochie is for sale, let me know up front. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just pay you a fee for the ass.
And have to deal with all that.
Yeah, then have to, then you trying to come for my riches after we break up. You know what I mean?
I ain't got no M's, but like I remember back in the day, I had this girlfriend, and we worked the same job. I remember, like, and she was, at some point, she started getting a little, feeling a certain way because I was spending a lot of time at her place.
Right.
She walking around telling people, she thinks I need to get in on her bills. I need to put in on her bills. I have my own bills. I have my own rent I need to pay. Like, are you serious? You think because I'm staying at your house a couple nights a week, I'm the one buying you food? It ain't like I'm eating.
And buying food.
Yeah, I'm buying your food. I'm not taking advantage of shit other than I'm sleeping at my girlfriend's house.
Right.
She legitimately thought I need to put under some of her bills. I was like, you are outside. I go spend it out of my house. And how about that?
Yes,
like,
social media's got these girls' minds twisted. We got a lot of people's minds twisted. Like, I'm entitled. No, you entitled to some oxygen. That's about it.
You can ask.
I tried to watch that show on Netflix called Wags.
You was telling me to check that out.
I hate shows like that. That's number one. But I was just trying to get through it. I couldn't do it, dog. One thing I hate is like uppity ass rich black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad y'all getting to the money. No, I'm very glad y'all getting to the money. But when y'all have this like, ego, this it gets on my nerves. And it's like, I just don't even want to be around people like that.
Right.
So then I guess Chad Ochocinco's lady, they're discussing terms before they get married.
Okay.
She wants this man to pay her $2 million a month, right?
They're having so he sent me this video.
Wait, $2 million
a month? No, a year. Is it a year? She wants like 2 million.
It was crazy. Whatever it is.
It's crazy. Whatever the term.
Like, number one, Ocho Cinco ain't making that kind of. Like, I'm not saying Ocho Cinco poor.
No.
But he ain't making the kind of money he was making when he was fucking.
No.
You know, so like that's wild that you think. And then, again, this is not a divorce proceeding. This is a prenup.
A prenup.
Yeah, you better go.
Prior to them getting married. Like he sent me the video and I didn't really, wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And then like in the midst of it, I was like, wait a minute. Are they about to get? I thought these were two people fighting about getting a divorce. No, they're fighting about what happens if they get divorced.
That right there should tell you it's time to go. Like before, that's not even a red flag. That's just a stop light.
I don't think he did it. I think he was like,
they're not together. Yeah,
good for him.
Hell, it was like a week after you sent me that video. I was like, Ocho Cinco and blah blah blah.
Oh wow,
I would have too.
Yeah,
I was like, come on, man.
And she wanted Ocho and what's his name got the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted some of that. She has her own business. She don't want to give none of that up.
I want a percentage of your podcast. What?
Wait.
And he was like, okay, well, I want a percentage of this. She was like, well, you ain't getting wait, you're asking for shit you ain't willing to give.
And you ain't bringing nothing to the table other than ass. You can get that anywhere.
I'm telling you,
that's not even like
I don't know if she's successful or not, in business, but I know you ain't bringing what Ocho Cinco brings to the table.
Because if you were, you wouldn't need to be asking for all that. Because it's like, talking to different successful women and whatnot. If they successful like that, they don't really need your stuff. They don't need, and it's kind of good if you I don't understand these dudes that don't want to get with a successful woman because I'm like, dog, if she already straight, she don't need nothing.
Yeah, she don't need. Yeah,
you good. Like, does she like you for you? And that's a good thing. If she already doing her thing and she's successful, then you ain't got to worry about that.
My thing is this: you making that kind of money, you making these moves. Yeah, just let me be the boyfriend. Let me just come through, knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Go out on dates with you,
have a good time.
Why do you want to get married? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Because she want to get married because she want that paycheck. That's all it is. That's the only difference.
She was trying to put this is funny. She was trying to put a morality clause on him. If he cheats, it's a certain amount. He goes, oh no. Oh no, we gotta do Ocho's like, oh no, I'm gonna cheat. Ocho's gonna cheat. Ocho's thinking he's gonna cheat.
Yeah, so it's out the door, man.
But, that's the thing is your thing is if you love Ocho, you're not saying Ocho should be able to cheat or can cheat.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
If you know Ocho and you love Ocho, you have to love that part of him because he's going to do that.
Yeah, you love because he's a bad guy. He's grimy. I like that.
If you know that about him and you don't like it, why would you marry? I don't even like.
Because it's about the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But let me tell you right now, though, I get a girlfriend. You will not get my 1/3 of blue villain. You know what I'm saying? You will not get it. You will not get none of it.
Shit. This is a good time to segue into what else you want to do. The other thing you want to talk about. Tricking.
Tricking? Tricking's the top. What's going on?
When I went to the barbershop today, they were having a discussion about tricking.
Okay.
And this one guy was like, man, Lil Wayne came up with that line, it ain't tricking if you got it. It is tricking. And then it was just an argument behind the whole, But my thing is this, dog. We all trick at some degree. At some point in time, we've all tricked. My thing is this. It's super tricking if you give away. If you don't have
super tricky,
three times is what you're giving away, right? Let's say you meet a girl, she like, I need $100. If you ain't got $400 and you give her $100, you super tricky.
Oh, that's out of the percentage of tricking. Trigonometry.
Trigonometry, right?
It's trigonometry.
Trigonometry, yeah. You super tricky.
Carry the 2, multiply by 5.
Oh, you super tricky.
Because you gonna dwell on that $100. Like, damn, I gave her $100. If you got $300 after you gave her the $100, you gonna.
Okay, say you got $300, right? And y'all are out whatnot, and I don't know. She wants you to buy a drink, and you spend say 15. Is that super tricking out of that 3, or is that mild tricking?
No, that's modern tricking because look, when you go out on a date,
and that ain't your girlfriend. That's different. If it's your woman, that's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just some chick you hanging out with. She's like, buy me a drink, asshole. Yeah. And you're like, yo, it's joint's $15. I only got $300.
My thing is this: when I'm with a lady, if I say you the homie, that's what you are. You're the homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That means I'm never trying to put wood up in you. You know what I'm saying? But if you hit me up and be like, oh, let's go kick it, I'm like, yeah, let's go kick it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what says that?
I'm rubbing my hands like Birdman because let's
how
go
it sound too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna trick so I can get some of that ass. I'm buying drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna get something to eat, and hopefully we gonna be back at your place,
right?
And I'm gonna be up in that cooch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like, that's my thing.
So you kind of like, it's kind of you paying for it anyway.
Yeah, you paying for it
anyway, some way, somehow.
I mean,
if she ain't your girl, right?
If she ain't your girl, yeah.
Like, to me, I mean, in my lifetime, I just know that I've gotten a lot without,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, and most often when I was, taking on a big ass date,
Yeah.
I like you, but just not.
Yeah.
In that. But when I ain't spend no money on you, just doing being a nice guy,
Because you're a challenge. Anytime, whenever, and every, and I hate to say this, man, but every time in my life that I've been nonchalant, either that or I've been like to where, not necessarily nonchalant, I wouldn't even say a dick, but borderline asshole. Oh, they all about it. But anytime I'm like being myself and trying, because I like being, I'm not an asshole by nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. I would like to be, but I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm being like myself, hey, yeah, cool. Because if you my people, you my people. Girl, guy, whatever. So if I like you, I'm gonna show I like you. Okay, cool, I got you. I'm not gonna be tricking off money and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be there for you every time. I don't know. I just, I don't know. And but anytime I'm an asshole, can't get enough of me.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's wild. That seems like that's some kind of dysfunction, man.
I will even say that, like, even to go in the other ride, not even being the asshole. Like, I know, like and maybe this is just the world we live in now. Like, I remember as a young man, I'm trying to spit game, be Mr. Slick, be Mr. Whatever. Now, I'm a very zero expectation type of person.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm also not yeah, you fine, but I'm not going to expand. I'm not really trying to expend any energy to more than I would.
Too.
And then not trying to fuck a girl is about as good as like tricking sometimes.
Oh yeah,
like,
it is.
Like, here you go, hey man, let's have a good. Like, you're not gonna try to fuck me?
This number I used to pull out when I was real young, man. Like, have a bad chick over and not smash on purpose. Now I won't. Don't get me wrong. Not that I didn't want to, but it'd be like, and next thing they just calling. I'm like, yeah, but now I can have it anytime I want because I sacrificed one night. Although that whole night, God dang it. But I'm like, no, she want me to, so I'm not gonna, and it worked. I don't know about now, but it worked then.
I had one girlfriend that was like that one that got away. That post breakup was I guess I missed the beginning of Tinder and Bumble and all that. Yeah. So like I broke up with her, and then all these things are this social media dating is available. Yeah. And I'm kind of in my little zero expectation type of thing. So like I just go on dates with girls, not trying to smash, just like, hey, what do you like? I'm trying to see if we vibe. I'm talking about girls. It's like, are you coming in? I'm like, Mom, we don't have nothing in common. Like, I was gonna drop you off, say I had a good time, and then like, if you was trying, I don't really like you. I'm gonna be the one to say that. Yeah. And these girls is like, so I'm like, like, are you serious?
Dog, it's weird, man. It's weird out here like that. It's bizarre, man. Anytime I've been like, nah, I'm cool.
That phrase alone, I've had girls wanting to fight me. Oh, you cool?
Yeah,
like, yeah, no, I'm cool.
No, when I turn girls down, boy, women do not take rejection.
Because they used to dudes being like, come on, girl,
you must be gay. Yeah. Like, okay.
I'm cool.
I just don't want to fuck you.
Never mind, I might not actually be in the mood. You know what I'm saying? That actually does happen. Especially if I'm older.
Exactly. I may not feel you like that. You know what? I really don't want to expend the energy because if it goes there, I really want to deal with that.
I could just go home and shit. I ain't trying to.
I tell you the greatest lesson that I learned when I was like 20. Right, I worked at Home Depot, and they hired this girl. I forgot her name. She was fine as shit though. All the dudes at
Home Depot having a couple of girls be looking. I was like, I know you don't know shit about Home Depot, but you fine as fuck.
You know about wood though. She was.
You can.
She was a cashier, So like. I was a lot lower. I was outside, but man, all the dudes that
sweating, right?
Yeah, all the dudes wanted her. You know what I'm saying? Like they were trying. So my ass, man, I let it be known that I liked her, but I was like, okay, I got to be a little bit more creative and shit. So I go to lunch. And I go to Albertsons and shit, get some flowers.
Oh wow!
And come back.
So you can Casanova,
dog. I set them shits
That's why
on.
they call you Chocolate Daddy.
I set them shits on a register. Then she was ringing out this lady, and this white lady was like, "Oh my god," you know what I'm saying? Like, "Oh my god, that was so nice." And then, you know what I'm saying? So
Her husband never bought her flowers.
I sat back. I clocked in. She came outside. She talked to me and shit.
Yeah.
So I go to this party. Like the people, some guy at my job was throwing this party, and a lot of people from the job was at this party. And I go to the bathroom. She in the back room getting sliced up. What I'm talking about in all holes.
Oh wow, they was going in.
They was training.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay. Like, nigga, stop buying flowers.
At Home Depot?
Not at Home Depot, at this party.
Oh, at the party. I was like, yo, she was getting piped down.
Yeah, she was getting piped down at the party.
Oh, the party.
Motherfuckers was training. And I was like, oh, shit.
Well, that's kind of good. You learned that so you can't. That's a lot of bacteria.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bacteria,
Yeah,
homie.
a lot
of bacteria. A lot of soap ain't getting that out.
But
what number were you? What did you go in?
Oh, no. Hell no. I was like, shit, I'm good. You know, like, it was some other girls at that party, though. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
I'll get y'all flowers.
yeah.
So, she back there. Who go next?
Oh, man.
But it just taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
No. Then on top of that, after the party, I had my own apartment, right? And but I had a homie. I used to like let him have my key when he, because he was married, but he would bring chicks over.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I let him have my key.
What was his
and
name?
shit.
I'm scared.
I was about to say somebody's name, but they ain't.
So I go home. I drop this one girl that I knew off. I drop her off, and I go home, and she's in my fucking apartment with dude, and I'm just like, damn, what? You 3 for 3, ain't you, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? You taking some dicks.
You get around.
Yeah, you taking dicks.
Yeah, she yeah.
So like after that, I was like, man, bro, it don't pay to be nice to these, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll know who to do shit like that for.
Yeah, you know who to.
Yeah, you know who to do shit like that for.
But yeah,
that's like me now. Because now I'm a peep game. Like before, I'll be like, oh, I like you. Now I'm gonna see how you operate.
Oh yeah, no, I sit back in the corner and watch.
Yo, they learn. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. My 5-year-old like this little girl where I go and I rent these cars out, right? And she's over there with her mom. Cute little girl, about the same age, about 5. They know at that age. Like my son's like all being cool, like kind of showing out, sharing stuff with her, being real nice. And I'm watching her play both my sons. Like my other son's 7, he's like, yeah, she little, man, but he's still being nice to her and stuff. But she peeping my oldest son, and she but the way she playing them, I'm watching her play the game. So I took my 5-year-old and said, hey man, let me talk to you. He real smart. I was like, hey, Enzito, man, I'm gonna tell you, dude. Say, man, don't be so nice. You can be nice. Well, why not? I really like her. She's like my girlfriend. I was like, I know. That's what it feels like. That's what you should back off a little bit and watch how she'll be a little bit nicer to you. So he kind of did. And next thing she's making little drawings for him. I was like, see?
Yeah.
He was like, oh,
man, girls.
At 5.
Girls are evil at an early age.
Yeah, they got
bro.
that.
They are dog.
Evil.
In the 2nd grade, I have a joke about this, but this is a real story. In the 2nd grade, there was this girl in my class named Renee. God, she was.
I think I've heard this.
That girl was fine to me in the 2nd grade.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
2nd grade fine.
Second grade fine.
But the thing about it was,
It does, but you can't let me get that.
Yeah.
so we had we like every day on recess, bro. We had this tire that
Dog.
we had like one of them big ass tires.
Yeah, we had that too. Yeah,
It'd come up out the sand, and
Yeah.
kids could fit in that back then. Like kids today can't, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kids now.
Kids now are huge, but back then my little ass was up in there. You know what I'm saying? So she used to have this one girl come look for me on the playground and be like, Renee want to talk to you. She at the tire. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And I go to the tire. We just be in there like kissing and shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe like a year or two later and shit, we getting older. Like I think like we was in the 4th grade or something like that. And I was at baseball practice. And after baseball practice, my friends was like hanging out, and they was like, one of them was like on the swing with Renee and shit. And then he was like, Renee, Keith said he used to go out with you. Is that real? And then she was like, hell no, I ain't go out with his black ass.
What?
She's just like, you know what I'm saying? Now the thing about it was,
God,
Her dad was blacker than me, bro.
That's what it was.
Her dad was
And that
blacker
was
than
before it was
dad.
like in style.
Yeah, but like that was the big
Before
thing
it
she
was in
did.
style.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I could.
I mean,
She liked me, but she didn't want people to know because she was light skinned, and it's like, no, you can't be with that black ass dude. You know what I'm saying?
dog.
No, I'm telling you, just evil shit.
Let me
Evil
tell you
shit.
about my deviant son. I think it was a little bit younger than like teenager, like normal, like
Preteen?
Yeah, like probably we're talking about 13, 14,
Right.
maybe 15, probably
Right.
about 14.
Right.
His mama called me and she goes, "You need to talk to your son."
Oh yeah, I've had
I was
that.
like, "Oh,
Oh, not one of
damn."
those, man.
I was like, "What happened? What did he do?" She goes, "He got two girls vying for what they gonna do to him to be his." I was like,
I'm kind of proud, though.
I mean, yeah, but like,
But you got to set them straight.
but yeah, he's like 13
See,
to 14.
that's my problem because I'm learning now. I'm like,
I was
I'll
like,
be out.
damn. He's like, so you gonna do this? I mean, like way too young to say what
Be
he
doing
saying.
that, yeah.
But even still, I was like, damn, son, you really had them
Put them down.
for to play the position.
See, that's one of the things when you're in front of their mom, you got to be like, oh, that's horrible, and be like. So my dad used to do that to me. Like I remember, man, I'd have this girl used to come over. I was dating when I was like, gosh, man, probably like 8th grade, something like that. And I lived in the garage, but the garage is attached to the house. And whoever lived there before us had turned that garage into like this big ass
Right.
room, man. I had stuff on the floor to break dance. I had my turntables in there, man. It was a spot. People used to come over and hang out. So I had 3 doors, one going into the house, one going in the backyard, one going outside
Right.
into the back. So man, this girl used to come over and she would just pop up. Well, I didn't care. She'd pop up. Man, my pops would look in there and I'd have the door open out of respect, man. I respect my pops. And he'd walk in, he'd be like, look at me, he just close the door. I'll be like, Pop knows what's good, man. Like, yo, but my sisters? No. Boy, you better have that door open when he walking by checking. With me, he like, in front of my mom, he's like, you better wear a rubber if you haven't said that. And then he'd be like, and I'd be like, love my pops.
Yeah.
Double standard.
Double standard like a motherfucker.
That's my boy.
Yeah. That's what I gotta watch out for, man. I'm worried about when I get old. I'm gonna be like, go on ahead, man. Just make sure your mama don't find out. You know what I'm saying?
I have a daughter, and I'm
man.
not worried. I don't think she
that's
likes
good.
boys. I just don't think she do.
Yeah.
that's kind of a win,
Yeah,
man.
it's like-
Because you still get a daughter, but you ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah.
And y'all might be able to talk about chicks together.
You know?
So my daughter likes both, but even the dudes, she's usually hurting them. She's the one.
she's the heartbreaker.
Oh yeah, she.
Oh, yeah.
She be playing all these little dudes, breaking all their hearts. I was like, would you leave these boys alone?
Like, stop
leave
feeling bad
leave
for
their
them.
self-esteem and hearts intact, please. Like,
Once they learn they got that power, it's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap,
It's
man.
a wrap.
Oh, I'm fine. They like me. I'm gonna be evil in the motherfucker. That's just what it is.
That's
basically what it is.
And then not all of them. I don't say all of them.
But a good percentage.
But a good percentage.
That's the thing is like, I mean, like again, I have the zero expectation now, but when I learned I could have that power, like I went nuts when I figured women out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I took
dog.
way advantage of more women than I should have because because in high school I wasn't getting no kind of action. So by my 20s when I'm figuring it out, I'm
Right.
like I'm a madman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm making
yeah.
up for lost time. But I was like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Then you're like, damn. Then at some point you have emotional intelligence. You're like, maybe I shouldn't because I can't. You know, I shouldn't
Yeah,
do
that's
this because
where
I
I
can't.
and I figured that out pretty young. Like, man, I just don't want to waste. I just don't have the energy, man. I don't want to be an ass. I don't.
And as an old man, that's where I'm at. Is I don't have the energy. Yeah.
Like, man, I won't be a dick to you, man. I don't want to sit here and be like, say no just to see what you gonna do. I don't want to sit there say no because you expect me. I don't want to be a challenge, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm gonna do that shit. Just like, are we gonna bang? Are we gonna bang?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, we not bang.
We'll have a good day.
Cool. We are. I might not want to right now, but when I do,
I'll let
holler.
you know.
And we can hang out. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I don't like all that shit.
I don't
like
got
all
time
that
to play the slow game anymore. You know
shit.
what I mean?
It
Like,
could be over tomorrow, dog.
yeah.
I gotta be mean to you. I don't got the
Yeah,
energy, man.
especially that game. You talk about like the girls that need that, whatever the.
I need conflict.
The conflict, the drama type shit.
Oh,
to like,
yeah. Nah.
Like I don't know if you like me unless we got like.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't a real man unless you an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
what the? All right, man.
okay.
We'll find you a father figure.
Then I'm not a real man. I'll gladly take that.
Yeah,
I'm not a real man.
man. So that's all good with me.
It is what it is. Podcast. Your boy Mace was telling his pod about how he thinks holding hands is like how he lets a girl know I really like you. If I hold your hand in public, that means I really like it. Like that to me is crazy.
I know, but I kind of get what he's saying because it's kind of intimate. Like he said, my hand is in your hand.
I get it, but I hold a chicken and I hold it like that.
See, I'm weird. I'm like, nah. You ain't my girl. I ain't holding your hand. But if I'm holding your hand, it's like, I love you, girl. That's me. You know, so I kind of get where he's coming from.
Yeah, I'm saying if I love you, then I show like that's enough affection for me. That's a lot. For me. You know what I'm saying?
I hold your hand, cause I love you, girl.
Yeah. I hold your hand. I might, it might be like certain shit if I'm really with you and I really love you and shit. Like, we might be in a grocery store or something. I might kiss you on your shoulder or something.
That type of stuff. Yeah,
shit like that. But like, there's been times I've been with women like they just want like super affection, and I'm like, yo, chill. Like, what the fuck's like,
Sometimes they trying to put their mark on you in front of people.
In front of people and shit. Yeah. Dog, I remember this this girl I worked with, right? I was messing around with her. And
we have too many stories of girls we worked with.
Yeah. I'm only messing with one girl I worked with one time, and the rest of the time I'm like, no.
I try to stay out of this one. I fucked up.
Yeah, I don't mess. If I work with you or if you at my job, I don't F with you. I just don't. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Yeah, I'm like
that now.
I don't do that.
Especially now, like if I'm working with, if like in film or videos or music, no matter how fine you is, you literally the last person I'm going to talk because that's business.
Right.
Like, I ain't fucking with nobody.
I ain't fucking up my money.
Because number one,
my money's more important.
I don't even want the thing. Oh, John's. Because I know a lot of photographers and shit who really be music video. Yeah, they creeps. They doing this shit so they can get like
I know some of them.
Yeah, exactly. Access to women that they normally wouldn't get access to. I've had no problem in my life getting women. The last thing I'm going to use is music or podcast, whatever, to try to fish and pick up women.
Right.
Nah. I like this because I like it, and if I help someone, it's because I genuinely feel that I'm gonna help. Yeah, I'm not trying to fuck you if I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, I'm trying to like you got some talent, cool, because I know what it's like. So I'm gonna help you. Like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to smash, dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But this chick at my job, like we were just messing around. That was the arrangement. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a man. She knew it. You know what I'm saying? And I told her straight up, hey, I'm not your man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she was like, I told her, hey, when we at work, we at work. You know what I mean? Like don't step out of line and shit. So man, we at the time clock one day, and then she's like, "You want me to come over?" And I'm like, I looked at her like, "Bitch, I'll kill you." I just gave her that look like, "Bitch, I'ma kill you." You stupid bitch. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't know why she did that shit, dog. Like you said, she was trying to push up trying to, I guess, show motherfuckers that we work with that she fucking with me or something. You know what I mean? But I was just like, man, after work, dog, I fucked her, I ain't gonna lie. But I was like, bitch, don't you ever.
But that's kind of young girl stuff, because like when they get older, it's like they ain't trying to, nah, it's cool, I got you. You know, when they're younger, man, they trying to leave stuff at your house. Like, I'm gonna leave. Oh.
Dude, I mean, by all regards, I was very toxic. I was the assistant manager of a bit. Like, I should not have been messing with people that I was working. But I mean, other than be like, hey, you look nice, whatever. I wasn't doing no creepy shit.
Right.
Every one of these women were coming on your boy. I'm sure I still shouldn't have because I was a manager. I admit that. But
that's the power structure. You should have never.
I was taking advantage of the power dynamic. I'll admit it.
Hey, go ahead.
Right. But like. Time clock. I remember I'm clocking in one day, and this chick who had a boyfriend who I was like, "You look very nice." I'm turning around, boom, on me in the the front door of the building, and everything's right here. This girl's on me, and the time punching in, she's tackling me in the. I'm like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah, no, I had this last year. I was a manager for all these people over Dallas Fort Worth, and there was this one chick. Well, I don't remember her, but she remembered me from like she used to be a dancer or something, and she knew a girl I knew. That's how she knew.
Yeah.
From way back from radio stuff, right?
Right.
And so one time she reminded me, she was like, "I just want to let you know, I know you from blah blah. I didn't want to say anything in front of other people." I was like, "Oh no, you good? Cool. What's up? Pretty little girl, but I ain't whatever." So we having a meeting like at my office. I had all the employees come. I had to talk to them about something, and I said something about being tired or something. I was talking to one of my assistants. And she right there in front of everybody, man. She goes, "Well, I mean, you can come rest at my house." I was like, "Hey,
yo,
no." And and at the time I was like wiped up. I was like, no. I was like, "Hey, man, nah, we can't." Because my boy he was an assistant. Me and him got to be cool. He was looking at me he goes, "What?" And I was like, "No, dog, I'm not even." I'm not even remotely
I ain't got
interested.
nothing to do with
I
it.
ain't got
Like,
nothing
to your
do with
point,
you.
like, so, I mean, again, I was messing with too many women, but I didn't talk about any of them. I didn't talk about nothing. Everybody knew my business. These women were talking.
Dog, they gonna, yeah, that's gonna happen, man.
Like, I had one homie, Amy, the only person I told, he didn't even work at this job, and like, so like, he could have told none of these people. Like, so these girls were telling everybody, and the fucking managers were like,
Yeah, nah.
Like, the crazy part was these motherfuckers thought I was fucking girls I wasn't fucking.
That's
like,
how it go. Yeah,
The
that's why you should. You
management-
don't mess with nobody you work with,
upper
man.
management was like, you fucking this girl? I was like, no. You fucking this girl? I was like, no. I was like, damn, I wish I was, my sex life was popping as much as you motherfuckers are talking
And see,
about.
now you get in trouble. You can get big trouble.
Oh yeah, this is
yeah,
a long time ago.
I don't fuck around
I don't
now.
fuck around
At all,
right now.
That's the first. I was like, Like
Nah,
when she
it's
said
just-
that, she said it kind of jaw. I was like, And I think she had a boyfriend too, because we've talked about her dude. I was like, what the fuck? You know I got a woman at the crib? No, like,
Dog, at my job right now, it's this like, okay, it's this lady like she got laid off, and then she got another position like months later.
In the
she
same
applied
company?
in the same
Yeah.
company, so she came back. Right when she came back, it was like I was like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
She didn't say nothing to me, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like that's how we plan it.
Yeah.
That's how you know. And like I just cause we used to work in the same area, so I used to talk to her a lot. You know what I mean? But never said nothing disrespectful. Never
Just cool, yeah.
just cool. You know what I mean? And so every time I would see her, bro, she would like give me this look like oh my god, like she was terrified of me or something. I was like, what the fuck? So, bro, I had to like rearrange my whole like the way I come in the
Steez.
building.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I'm going to the restroom and I gotta peek around the corner to make sure ain't nobody coming. that she ain't, you know what I mean? Like shit like that, bro.
Makes
It's
me
just-
uncomfortable.
yeah. And then
yeah.
when I see her, I be like, hey, my bad, I'm sorry. I just throw my hands up like, hey, I'm sorry. My bad, I'm sorry. I let her pass and shit. If she's in the break room, I don't go in the break room. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that is crazy, but it's like, the shit you gotta do to protect yourself as a man is
Dog,
fucked up.
I had a homeboy. I'm not. Y'all know him too. I ain't gonna say his name on here. God bless him. But he was working with me at this before radio days when I had to work as an accountant for like a little while, right? Mm-hmm. Lord, I'm dyslexic, dog. What am I doing? I talk my way into the job. I am. I'm dyslexic as a motherfucker. I can barely do basic math. Like, I became an accountant, dog. I talk my way. I'm real slick with it. And so anyway, I got my man's job. I got a couple of my homies' jobs there, so I wouldn't be so damn bored. My man's comes, and he's not even paying. This is one chick. She was always trying to get dudes' attention, and she was like mad toxic broad, right? And she's like talking to everybody. She's like, yeah, you know how they have it. I guess the strip clubs they used to have. I don't know if they still do, but they had those amateur nights where you can come up.
Oh
and,
yeah, like the based audition, like
Basically,
Yeah.
so she's telling like a little group of dudes in the listening to a dumbass story about how last Tuesday, this is like Wednesday or Thursday, she's talking about I was over at blah blah, and I did, and they, da 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 da. My man even interested in her. He don't even. Black dude, he just like black women mostly, and he's just walking by her, and she's like a little Hispanic chick, she's cute and shit, but she's like, so interrupts, says something about like, do you like what I have on, something like that, and it was something weird, and he goes, I mean, you look cute today or whatever, and literally kept it pushing. She goes back to the conversation, cause she like kind of, I guess she had a thing for him. I guess she didn't like his response, cause she
HR.
goes and tell HR. Man, they see my man's up in the office. They talking about sexual harassment and all this and that, and they had to get the other dudes that was over there. And he was like, "No," I was like, "No, man, no." What the fuck, dude? Like, it was wild. He made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, "Bitch, you asked him," and he said, "Yeah, you were kind of cute or whatever." I'm just saying, and you over there telling people about how you was stripping. What the fuck is wrong with you? But I think that she didn't like his, because he kind of just kind of.
She was hoping he was gonna say it, so she felt. Man, my homie. There's this crazy story. I was bouncing, and like we would party every night after we, like he was a bartender, but after we bounce, we pretty much party the sun come home every day.
Yeah.
And like so, one day we like go back to his place. He had a chick at the time. I think he got off work early that night, so he'd already been drinking by the time 2, 3 o'clock. By the time we get there, he's already drinking. At some point, 4 o'clock in the morning, him and old girl go in the room. Well, they come out because there's a bunch of people there.
Right.
They come out a little later, and so. At some point, he goes back in the bedroom. She's smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, it's an apartment, and like I can see straight to the bedroom from the porch where I'm at. This other girl go in the room, shut the door. And I'm smoking a cigarette with this chick, and I'm like, oh shit. And I don't say nothing. And like, you know, she goes inside, chit chats a few people, and then she goes in the room. World War III. Like, she blows up, bitch. His chick leaves.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think he's even aware of what the fuck is going on because he's obliterated drunk. And he comes out smoking like, and apparently he just knocked the doonies off of this girl. He don't know it's not his girl. He comes outside and smokes a cigarette with me, and I'm like, so what's going on, broseph? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, do you know that you just didn't smash
your
Stephanie
girl
or whatever?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I did. I was like, go take a gander.
He was
go take a gander in the room.
He was so thrown, he didn't know he wasn't banging his chick.
The lights were off in the room. Like, it was pitch black in the room.
But you can say, that's your woman.
But he was, I guess. He found a hole and, like, did his business. and like, he's oblivious. And then, like, here she comes. I was like, is that Stephanie? And he goes, oh, no. I mean, his nigga was crazy. He was like, and so he, like, shrugged his shoulders, you know, whatever. And at some point, like, everyone leaves. I leave. He and her go back into the room. And, like, party's over. She spends the night. 2 weeks later go by. I'm at work. Bring. This is Denton PD. I need to get your statement about this. But like, so where were you? Blah blah blah. Do you know this person, that person? I'm like, yeah. I was like, so can you tell me your version of the story? So I tell him exactly what I just told y'all.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, that sounds pretty consistent with the other people that I've talked to. So I was like, officer. I was like, if anybody got SA'd or graped in the situation, it was him. He didn't even know
because it happened.
Yeah, it happened. I was like, if someone would be pressing charges, in my opinion, should be him. I was like,
right.
In the morning, she needed a ride home. He took her to her apartment. I was like, I think he got her something to eat on the way. I was like, this is not a situation like this. Now she changed her mind about it.
Obviously,
whatever. But like,
so that's why you can't. No, man, you gotta be careful, man.
You got dog. When I worked at Parkland, I'm telling you. And when I had to go like in a med room, if a nurse came in there, I go out. Automatically. There's cameras all over that bitch. But I'll walk straight the fuck out. They'll be like, no, you can bitch, I'm not finna be in the same room with you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was I don't care if you was black, white, Nigerian, you know what I'm saying?
But it's wild because women the other way around, they act like you said earlier, they act like you gay something. If you like, nah. Like you
right.
Yeah. Like I'd be hosting different clubs and whatnot. I'd be standing on the stairs and be, doing my thing, hey, blah, 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 radio shit. Yo, man, girls walk right by and just grab your dick. I'd be like,
dog.
When I used to DJ clubs and shit, I mean, what women would do. I mean, I have girlfriends with me in the booth and just come up there or come request a song and just, I'm like,
yeah.
Do you can at least ask who this person is in the booth with me?
I feel like a piece of meat.
Dog, doing comedy.
Oh.
Man.
No love, huh?
No. Dog, I swear to God, like, female comedians, they just ready. They all ready.
Yeah.
But they all ugly, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I've never ran across a good-looking female comedian.
There's a few, man.
I know that they're out there, but the shows I've done,
I mean, the funniest ones usually are not good looking.
Yeah,
because they gotta have personality, man.
Yeah,
I've only seen they got the there's like one. What's her name, man? I forget the name. But anyway, man, there's one this fly that's actually kind of funny. I was real surprised, man. I was like, but she kind of bad, man. But she funny. But then I don't know, as a comedian, have you noticed that there's an influx of thought comedians recently? Like, I've seen some on Instagram. Like, I'm like,
what do you mean thought comedians?
What I mean by that is, it'd be like a chick dressed like an Instagram chick. What I mean like the booty Instagram.
Yeah.
They're telling jokes. And I'm like,
it's this one
THOUGHT.
No, you're like
THOT.
No,
THOT. Thoughtsicles.
I'm like, she can't be funny, man, because she looks like a stripper, so she can't be funny. And most of the time, they not. But the dudes are sitting up there.
Yeah, it's one. I can tell she's out of New York. I don't know her name. She looked Puerto Rican though, but like she's fine,
right?
Fine as shit,
right?
But all her jokes, like from set up to punchline, it's just like she has this one joke where she went out of town. She was like, dudes in down south dudes are different, and then she was like, I was in Atlanta and this dude was like, can can I talk to you for a minute? And I was like, no, ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they do in New York and shit.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay. And the dude was like, okay, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
But I'm in New York. And the dude be like, yo, can I talk to you for a minute? And I'm like, no, ugly. And they like, well, fuck you then, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she was
lower
like,
the mic a little bit.
oh, and then she was like, I spent the night with him that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all her jokes is like giving up the ass. Just
Giving
you
up
know,
the ass, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Your buddy Diamond, he knows this one. You probably, I can't remember her name, but like, I mean, she looked like life done beat the shit out of her. I mean, like I'm sure maybe in her 20s she probably was hot, but like,
yeah, like it's been a rough ride.
like, you know, it's like if you ask her who hurt her, like she probably have a list 20-mile line, like, but same way, like everything is like sex related comedy, and it's just like, it's just not good. It's it's not good. But even like, I mean, anything you ask her to do, she's gonna like, number one, need money to get there, need a ride, and like,
oh, I know who you talking about. I don't know her name.
And yeah, and if you need me to give you some head when I get there, I mean, like, no.
Dog, she looked gross.
Yo, man, I was doing this talent thing in Atlanta, man. We was hosting, shout out to Headcracker. We was doing this thing where we was doing like judging like new rappers and stuff. This girl come up there, and she all, you know, she doing the normal thing that's with these, not all female rappers, but a lot of female rappers basically doing
the sexy shit,
sex shit, and she got she got big ass, and she rap, but she wasn't that good. And so my role really on the show was to be an asshole. So I was an asshole. So when she come, they come in there like, so what do you think? She's all trying to be flirty. I was like, I can't hear how you look. Like if I'm riding in the car, I'm like, yo, you're trash. And she just, and everybody was like, oh, I was like, no, y'all just want to get that. She don't give y'all no
want to
ass.
get that ass, yeah.
But she can't rap. I said, and she was like, you know what? After later on, to her credit, she said, thank you. She was, because everybody always tells me
I can rap,
like a rapper. And I was like, it's not that you whack, but it's like you depending on. And I was like, everybody do that at least.
Sex
I was like,
shit,
be sexy if you want. I was like, yeah, you fly and stuff. But like, if I'm for real riding the car, I know who you are, man. I'm turning it because I'm like, yo, man, she can't rap for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Female comedians, dog, they are worse than men, dog.
I heard.
I'm talking about like just come up to you. So yeah, let me get you a drink. What's up with that dick? You know, like, oh shit, bitch, hold on, bitch, like, you know, don't touch me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, they will not let up, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but especially black female comedians, dog, they are rough. It's like, yo, I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you, man. Like, let's cut this shit out right now.
I'm scared. Yo.
And Chuck called her ma'am too. That was
after Katrina, like, you know, like Louisiana sent a bunch of people everywhere.
Boy, did they?
Boy, there was a couple of these girls came to work at my job, and this one, boy, she wanted the kid. And she was fine, but I was, number one, she from New Orleans. That's a no. That's a date woman from New Orleans.
Dog, New Orleans should be its own planet. Dog.
Off the bat. And then even if I didn't know she was from New Orleans, she's scared. She a thug. Like, she more, I mean, I used to be a thug. I'm sure she got more bodies than I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely sure. And like, I remember I was doing something in like an empty room, and all of a sudden the boop. I was like, oh, whoa. I mean, I was making fun of her. I was like, she was like, quit playing. I'm like, no. I was like, like, no, we at work. She was like, ain't nobody here. I was like, and we were like, I was like, it was like part of the building where there wasn't even anybody else in there. And she was like, just on it's 5 minutes. I'm like, no. I was like, we not doing this.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that.
I was terrified. Like, I figured she gonna get me from the back. Like,
dog, hey, bro, they are. I'm telling you, man,
that's harassment. There's a lot of harassment is going on, man.
I'm sure that's some of the karma I had
coming back.
Built up. Yeah,
but they don't have to take it. They don't have to take it.
She was gonna take it.
Yeah, man, I was gonna take it. Yeah,
and plus, I told, just like working a job, I told myself I would never mess with these female comedians unless your name is Von DiCarlo. It's not happening.
Fine, it's
that's your gig, though. That's your gig, man. So you know what I'm saying. You don't want to mix that up.
Yeah, because that's the thing is like if you're funny, that's the last thing you want to fucking do, because then you'll just get a stigma of being this guy. Like, yeah, he's funny, but man, he always dipping his wig and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not worth that kind of fucking.
And then she gonna come there with jokes about you and shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Get on stage telling jokes about you, and you be like, bitch, who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, or come fuck up your shows. Oh, you don't want to let me on your show?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, be in the audience and shit. Like, nah, I seen that happen. Yeah, I seen like
Damn, that's drama for your ex.
Sent back like, yeah, you was fucking her, wasn't you? Like, yeah, you fucked up.
Oh man,
she's finna sabotage this motherfucker.
Yeah, no, you can't be doing all that.
That's diabolical.
Keep your dick out of the workplace.
I'm telling you.
I learned my lesson. Oh, not really learn my lesson. I just learned my own lesson and be like, I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I had to tell this one comedian. I was like, hey, listen, I was like, you a comedian, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, you tell jokes. I tell jokes. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll never happen. Like, number one, I'm not attracted to you. Number two, we do the same shit, and it's not gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
well, one of my gigs right now is it's like 3 years I've been DJing Hooters now.
Yeah, it's okay.
I make no like none of these girls want me in any sense. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. But in my younger years, there's no way I would have been there for 3 years. I'm like, I probably would have had girls fighting in the fucking store and shit like that. Now I'm just the old, the lovable old man.
I told you I'm gonna go up there and be the old weirdo sitting there staring, eating chicken wings, looking at him like.
Then you'll just be a customer.
No, hey, what's up, girl? Pretend like you like me. If I tip you, gonna pretend like you like me.
Oh my god, it's the like.
I know this dudes would be like that.
Oh yeah.
Man, she like me. I'm like, dog, man, she don't like me, dog.
Like last night was Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
And like, it was packed with people who brought their girlfriends.
That's class. That's classy.
But let me tell you, okay, fine. Like you whatever's in your relationship, you can convince her to come to fucking.
Right.
But like, some of these girls were watching the Blue Label Johnny show. Because when I DJ, I'm dancing.
Yeah.
And I've seen this more than once. And like, you brought your girl to Hooters, where they're practically walking around with their tits and ass walking, out. And your girl is finding something to look at, and you get mad. I mean, I've seen dudes make their girl switch seats so they can't watch me.
Yeah, that's some.
Like it'd be one thing if like you were just at a place with a DJ. No, you purposely brought her to a place where there's ample females for you to ogle at. And I'm farthest thing from anything good looking, but like shit, if there's
you're
nothing,
a handsome man.
But I mean, like I'm at least entertaining when I'm DJing, if nothing else.
Right.
But the fact that you could get mad at your girl for looking at someone, that's all you're fucking doing.
That's the dad in you. That's that growing up. That's that dad. And like, now you know better. You know what you fucking up.
It's like this one guy. He was like, his girlfriend would go to the bathroom, and he would just mean mug me.
Like, damn, dog.
I was like, and the weird thing is like, they're like sitting at a table. She's sitting here, and he's not even like, they're not even sitting together. He's on his phone the whole time. Why are you mad at me? You got more problems in your relationship than her watching some dude dance in a DJ booth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm up here just spinning. I'm having a good time. I'm just playing records and dancing.
Like, you need to talk to your girl. Is what you need to do.
Right.
Like they there, not even on a date. Not even.
There's a lot of that. When I be out eating and stuff with my family and whatnot, I look around, there be dudes sitting there, and girls, all real young though. I'm like, they just be. I'm like,
all in the phone.
I'm like, hey man, y'all, that's your girl, dog?
Mad boring.
That's your girl, bro. Y'all sitting there. I'm not talking checking. Okay. Nah, man. They be getting in the whip too. Like if I Uber or something, they don't even talk to each other. They be boyfriend and girlfriend. They both are sitting there. I'm like, what?
Y'all need to go and do some new shit separately, so y'all can have something to come back and talk about to each other.
You ever be like driving Uber and then like somebody had a phone out and you just keep seeing flash?
Yes.
And you like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, but mad girls be getting in the Uber and they be taking pictures of themselves and shit.
Yeah.
I'm going out.
Yeah, I'm
like, man, you
what the
dumb
fuck
bro.
going on?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing, man?
I see this one reel. It's hilarious. It was an old man and his wife, and they're at the table. They're both on their phones. He goes, I like to put mine down, like at some point, and act like I'm like being ignored from other one. I like to sit there and just look around sad. Like, well, she's still on her phone. Like he's just a neglected husband.
Now when unless a chick showed me otherwise, when I'm out with a lady, I put my phone in my pocket. You know what I'm saying,
man?
Yeah, like I'm like. But if she pulls her shit out and start, I pull my shit back out.
Yeah,
Like, all right,
I mean,
yeah,
like if I'm with friends, female, she didn't have to be someone I'm interested. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm like, we could have something to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a homie. Like, especially if it's your homie. Like, I got homegirls and be like, I'll be kicking it or something.
Like, I'm not gonna kick it with you if like we can't just fucking have a conversation.
I'll say shit. I mean, they start like, I'm like, no, what the fuck? Are we chilling? Because I can go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can be on our phones at our house.
At the
separately
crib.
at our house.
I ain't trying to check you or nothing, but I'm saying.